Good morning, fourth and fifth grade boys and girls, ELLs. This is Mr. Butler again. This is week 30. I hope week 29 went well for you. Nice to see a lot of you all back. Glad all of you could come back. Welcome. So this week we're going to talk about text evidence and what that is. Okay, so let me get share screen here. There it is. And there we go. Okay, so text evidence is, anybody know what evidence is? Everybody tell me what evidence is. And I know, of course, you can't answer me because you're at home. That's all right. Think about what evidence means for just a second. And we'll go on to our lesson essential question real quick, and then we'll talk about what evidence is. All right? So our lesson essential question is, how can learning how to use text evidence help better support your answers? Okay, first we gotta figure out what it is first, then we can learn how to use it. Okay, so our important vocabulary are the words evidence, which is evidencia, preuve in Haitian Creole. So evidencia is a cognate because it's very, very similar to the English. The next word, support, apoyar in Spanish, you support. Sipo, so I'd say that's pretty similar to the English. So I'd say that's, if not a cognate, pretty close to it. The last word is valid, válido, valab. So I would say that válido in Spanish would be pretty close to valid, so that would be another cognate. Okay, so we'll go on to talk about what text evidence is. Text evidence, or evidence, which is known as proof, is found in fiction or nonfiction text. Okay, so anytime you read like a nonfiction text, like a science book or social studies, you can find evidence in there. Or it'll ask you, remember, your teacher says to find evidence to support your answers. Okay, and also can be found in fiction, like Tangerine or what the Weston game, that kind of thing. You have to look back into the text to find exact information you're looking for to back up, or in this case, support, as we just said, that's our word, one of our vocabularies, an idea, argument, opinion, or thought. You need to have a strong evidence to back up what you think or believe about a text, especially if the question asks you, what do you think about what you just read? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Why? And then support it. I think this book is too violent because Joe beat up on Steve, or Jose beat up on somebody else, or whatever. The book is boring because there's not enough action. Everybody talks to everybody, and here's an example of that. That would be text evidence. Okay, so this will strengthen the proof you need to make what you think or believe more valid, our last word, or true, to those who you tell your thoughts to. So they're asking you a question and you're answering it as to what you think, then you can give your opinion and back it up with text evidence. Okay, so we're going to see how to pull text evidence out, how to look for our answers, okay? So this is text evidence. Now don't get excited. We're going to go over each one. I know there are 4 of them. It's all right. It's all good. Okay, so as we start out, you're going to look in the green. The green is going to be, if you remember from last lesson, is going to be our instruction word. It's telling us what the question is asking. So let's look at number 1. It says, for what reason or why were jeans popular with minors? So the words we're looking for in yellow are the words popular and minors. So they'll be somewhere probably in the same sentence. So for example, look back up at the text itself, okay? Look back up at the text where it says Levi Strauss came to the United States, okay? Then you're gonna go down to where I've highlighted it in yellow, okay? Well, notice where it says popular with minors. See my answer before popular with minors? It says sturdy, sorry, could be dirty too. Durable, sturdy pants. So where it says popular with minors, your answer is somewhere in there. So once you look for those keywords, usually your answer will be somewhere in that area. Let's go on to number 2. Our instruction word, name a reason. There's our verb, name it. So it asks you to name it, write it down in this case, okay? The words we're looking for are Pony Express and 1860s. I've highlighted those in yellow. So we're looking for yellow. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna see where it says 1860s, and then it probably can't see it. Let me see if I can move mine up a bit. There we go. Pony Express. See, there's the word Pony Express, 1860s. Notice between those two is your answer. They carried mail across the country. That's the reason they delivered mail, to carry it across the country to people who need to receive the mail. 3, volcanoes, okay? Okay, so we said list one reason. There's our instruction. There's our instruction words. List one reason. List why. One reason why. Now, the important words to look for are volcanoes and so dangerous, okay? So, as you see, volcanoes is underlined in yellow, as is dangerous. It doesn't say so dangerous, but that's all right. That's still a key word. So somewhere in the paragraph, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's right near where it is. Not always. It can be, but somewhere in that paragraph is your answer. So where it says hot, extremely hot liquid rock, burn everything in its path. That's why they're dangerous. Okay? Those are your 2 evidences as to why it's dangerous. That's why I highlighted them in yellow. Last one. How do scientists know? That's what we're looking for. How do they know? You'll find it in the paragraph. Now, our keywords are narwhals and social animals. So I've underlined narwhals, and not too long after that, social animals. And not too long after that is our answer. Travel in groups called pods with about 20 narwhals per pod. That's why they're social, because they travel together in a pod, okay? So just think about that. I'll see if I can find an activity to help you understand that. Hopefully that kind of makes sense to you. There are keywords that you have to look for to find your answer, and that's called your evidence. And next time we'll go into citing it, but right now I just want you to get that as an idea. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm going to, let's see, try to go back out of here and stop sharing. All right, you guys have a nice week, and I will see you again. I will see you this coming week too. All right, and it'll probably be after SBAC testing. So I may not see a lot of you because you are testing, depending on the day. All right, see you later. Bye.